Hello, fellow sages. Today we're looking at the Marvel Gamerverse, Kamala Khan, or Miss Marvel. Her power is pretty crazy in the fact that she can embiggen herself and get giant, kind of like a giant man, but also she can shapeshift, and they kind of draw her in such a way that it's almost like Plastic Man at times, where she gets really stretchy and big, because like most people, they can't just imagine themselves large and also retain the same exact shape. I'm sure it's part of the way she envisions it as much as anything. She does even heal some, like she does heal a little bit, so she's not exactly human in the fact that, you know, if she gets hurt or something, she will heal some for the most part, if she's not like killed outright or anything. So that's good, considering like they pretty much have her on the front lines as a 16-year-old girl. Biggest issue with most comic books in general is you have all these essentially female and male, like 16-year-olds, like out there fighting your war for you. Started with the X-Men, you know, and a lot of other stories, Batman and Robin, you know, stuff like that. Like, why are you having children fight your war? But that's another issue. Obviously, Kamala's volunteering to fight the war. She wants to be a superhero. But I don't know that it's right for the Avengers to be like, yes, come be a superhero. You're only 16. You could die for the world. You know, why not? But that's a whole debate for another day. So, we got the Gamerverse here. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to open this up. We'll look and see at the articulation and stuff. Okay, so here's Kamala Khan. She does have some articulation, but that's like everything is no wrist articulation, no ankle articulation in these cheaper figures. You know, they did a pretty good job of getting her outfit right, and they don't show a lot of the, you know, they do a good job of like, you know, basically doing what they need to do. They have a cutout in the over tunic or whatever she wears, so that basically her legs will go forward and out. Like she can kick out to the side with this articulation. The knee does bend, and it pivots like that. So you do have a bend and pivot knee on both sides. The legs go out and they go forward and back, but the skirt, the over tunic, whatever you want to call it, really hinders her ability to do much in the way of kicking and stuff. I mean, this character, you know, can be jumping through the air or whatever, but like, besides just standing up straight, where, you know, because the ankle situation, there's not much posing available there in the legs, like in the lower half or whatever. Same issue with the arms. Basically, they do both the elbows pivot, so that basically you get like a pivot action going on here, where it will pivot on the elbow. Pivots at the shoulders, so she can put her arms up like she's flying. Not that this character flies, but you know, she could be punching someone above her. You know, shoulders do go out, elbows do articulate. The head itself, let me get this back where you can see. I need to find a better light. I bought a light, but then it's only USB only, so I gotta get like a cord for it to use at my station, where it can be like behind the camera kind of. But basically, focus. Well, there's no light on this subject at all. Hold on one second. Let me put the light behind me here. Let's try. Hopefully that stays. So, well, you still can't see junk. It's really white. That white light really blows out the colors. But basically, the head does articulate side to side. The little scarf type situation does hinder a little bit of movement. It doesn't really look like it rocks up and down much, but it will move side to side. They did a good job of sculpting the hair where it's long enough to be female and read as Kamala Khan, but it also has kind of sculpted enough where you can turn her head enough she could be looking at somebody. The accessory it comes with is an embiggened hand. This is the play feature it comes with, so that she can basically be punching somebody with a giant hand. In the car, in the comic, her hand gets really giant. Her whole body can. So, I mean, this is kind of cool, but at the same time, like, obviously, if you had her, it's a giant hand. It makes it hard for her to stand up. So, there you go. Basically, as you know, you're getting a budget version of the figure as it is, like price-wise. So, just be aware of that. And, but it reads as Comic-Con, and, like, if you look at scaling, we have the Marvel Legend from the Shang-Chi back here. We're going to get to that eventually. But you can tell, like, as a teenage girl, she kind of scales right, even with, like the Marvel Legends. This is an Asian woman, They did a good job of keeping the scale right. You got your Wolverine back there. We're going to also look at in later videos, which Kamala would be. So, oh my gosh, it's Wolverine. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and pour on the plastic.